Hello, it is Phil. It is Monday, and Knucklehead is rubbing on the bottom of the tripod. I'm watching Dr. Jem Nadez on YouTube. He's talking about practical guide to transform your health by optimizing gut bacteria. First thing he says is fast. This is my go-to breakfast that I make for myself. This is 3 eggs, about 2 cups of grits, half a pound of sausage. This is hot Jimmy Dean sausage. I put a little bit of sage on it. Oh my. I'm in my 60s now, and I'm beginning to realize that I can pretty much cook better food than I can buy. You know, I mean, there's a lot of bad food out there. And being able to make a breakfast that is really outstanding, it doesn't take much. You just got to be, you know, just do your P's and Q's. And I won't eat anything after this all day. I'll probably, so it's, right now it's 8 o'clock. Dr. Jem Nadez recommends an 18-hour or 20-hour window between eating more food. But that doesn't mean you can't have a coffee. It doesn't mean you can't have a tea. He does recommend that you don't bury stuff in sugar, which I don't have a problem with that because I'm not in love with sweet anymore. The thing with sweet with me is if you equate sweet with poison, then you understand why it's important for you not to crave sweet. Now, something that's sweet like an apple or an orange, as long as you eat the apple and orange, that's great. But if you have an apple and it's in an apple pie, suddenly it becomes something grossly different. And Dr. Jem Nadez says nobody should ever drink any juices. Fruit juices, he says that's a no-no. Because the part of the fruit that helps your body process the sugar is the fiber. So if you eat the orange, there's fiber in the orange. If you eat the apple, there's fiber in the apple. And when you juice it, you take all that out. Thank you, Lord. Now, one thing I will say is I purposely bought 2 loaves of this white bread because I wanted some white bread cheese sandwiches. But I've satisfied that Jones now. I can definitely see where white bread creates cravings. Because of its sugar profile. Where a good, and I can tell you this, there are certain brands, if you look around the brands and you look at your bag, look at the brand of whatever wheat bread you're buying, eventually you're going to run to a wheat bread and you're going to go, man, that is outstanding. You need to remember which one that is. And unfortunately, there is a correlation between cheap and good tasting wheat bread. Because unfortunately, some of the store brands, I don't know what they use to fill in the bread with fiber, but I've heard some bad things, and when you taste it, you're like going, the hell is this I'm eating? I might have been hungry today, because this is damn sure hitting the spot. So I was up at the bad place not too long ago, Charlestown racetrack, and I got a free deluxe cheeseburger. Has bacon in it, and the bacon was straight raw, not even cooked. I was so disappointed. I was like, wow. And then the cheeseburger was free, so I just took the bacon off and put it to the side and ate the cheeseburger. But it was so disappointing. Because I took the top of the bun off. I wanted to see that bacon. I wanted to see it good and crispy and crunchy, right? And that bacon looked, I swear to God, like they took it right out the package. I don't even know if it touched the grill. I don't know if they must have put it in the microwave. I warmed it up in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then put it over top of the burger. It was raw. It was literally raw bacon. I said, oh my God. And I have a standing thing about when you go out to restaurants. People don't understand this. But people who don't understand this are genuinely stupid. If you complain to somebody about your food, depending on how you complain about that food and depending on the place you're working at, you don't want to get that food back. I'm just telling you. There's a movie called Waiting with Ryan Reynolds in it. And it's a classic old movie about 20 years ago. It is absolutely hilarious. And so true, so accurate. It's a comedy about a bunch of people working at a place like Applebee's. And, woo! It's very accurate in the way it describes what happens to your food after you really nastily complain about what the quality is. When the food quality is bad, you just can't go back to that restaurant. You know? The last thing you want to do is give somebody a reason to do something to your food. Because these days, people don't need a reason. They can look across the counter at you and go, oh, I don't like that guy. And suddenly your hamburger takes an extra 15 minutes to get to you. And it has a special sauce on it. And you don't want to know where the special sauce comes from. Man, this is good today. Thank you, Lord, for guiding me, for giving me the skill to cook this, and guiding me to go ahead and cook myself a really good breakfast this morning. Later on today, I hope to do the workout. I won't be doing it for a couple hours, I know that. Kind of a rainy, dreary day this morning. But it's still nice. Numbers, numbers, numbers. What Dr. Jimenez says is he's saying to fast, stay away from all sweeteners, stay away from sugar. And his whole emphasis is when your gut is healthy, you're healthy. And a lot of stuff we do really challenges our insides to be there for us. And Dr. Jimenez says, you really can't do that. You have to be thinking about your gut bacteria. You got to be thinking about your gut, keeping it healthy. One of the biggest parts of that is fasting. Another big part of that is trying to eat natural foods. So I got bacon and grits here. The grits are fairly highly processed, unfortunately, but they still help. For me, they help. They have always helped my insides. I can eat a breakfast with grits in it, and it will go 10 hours, and my insides will be happy and peaceful. Now, the enemy of this breakfast right now is just white bread. And that's my fault. This white bread nutritionally is the same thing as me eating 4 donuts. I had 4 slices of white bread, same thing as me eating 4 donuts. If you can believe that. It's true. What are you doing, Poopy? Poopy down here looking at me. You're not going, hey. Hey. Hey, Poopy. Hey. There you go. Piece of sausage she'll look at and walk away from. She's not a big fan of human food. Lordy, Lordy. Thank you, Lordy, Lordy. Woo! Oof. Yeehaw. Good food. Really, really, really good food. Really, really hit the spot. All cooked. All the food was cooked. I know because I cooked it. I never eat raw food. I just don't. I had my parents, one time my dad went to a farm in North Carolina, and there was a guy who had pigs, and he made my dad some sausage, some breakfast sausage, and gave him some, I believe he gave him some pork chops. Well, my dad drove to 5 hours back from North Carolina with it all packed in a package. In the summer, with no AC in the car, not in a cooler. And at the time, I was like 10 years old. I was just a stupid little kid. I was riding with my dad. I was happy to be riding with my dad on his long trips back home. Excuse me. To North Carolina. And so, the next morning, my mom was cooking that sausage. And my mom was a real smart lady. I mean, a smart lady. She was very intelligent. And so I spent a lot of time with her in the kitchen, watching her cook and stuff like that. But this sausage, it had a funny smell to it. I mean, a funny smell. And my body was telling me, I don't want that. I don't want any of that. That's what my body was telling me. That was funny. Because I'd never had that kind of message from my body to my brain like that ever. But it was real determined. And I told my mom and my dad were both pissed at me at the kitchen table. I said, "Nah, I don't want any. Thank you. I just don't want it." I might even have said something about I don't like how it smells. I think I might have said that. And it pissed my dad off to no end. So I didn't eat any of it. And about 4.5 hours later, all my three brothers and my mom and my dad were so effing sick, and they were so mad at me. I was like, I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know that was going to happen. I just know I smelled it. I smelled it. It smelled bad, and my body said, "Nope, no, 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 nope, nope." So I never forgot that. And it wasn't anything about me being a genius. It's just me listening to my body. My body said, "No, you're not going to eat that." And I was like, going, "Oh, well, I live inside of you, so I guess I'll listen." And it worked out. My brothers was in the backyard heaving because the bathroom was full with my mom heaving. My dad was heaving in a trash can. And I was out in the front yard playing. Because I didn't want to be around all those sick people. I was like, I'm going this way. Good luck. What are we doing, Poopy? Poopy's prowling. Man, this was good. This was really good. And believe it or not, I ate the whole thing. And she will sniff plates, and she will sniff bowls, and she will sniff glasses. But as a general rule, she will not eat anything human that a human eats. Anyway, we're almost there. Last one. What are you doing? That was very, very good. Very, 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 very good. And I will not eat anything for the rest of the day. I will drink my green and black tea. I will pet my little knucklehead cat. What are you doing, the little tard? She's my wife. It had a spool of thread on this little table. And Knucklehead's got her paw and she's going like this, pushing it backwards and forwards. She's just wondering what I'm doing. So what are you up to, Pumpkin? That hit the damn spot. Woo! Yes, it did. Oh, boy. Alright. She went chasing the napkin, which I missed the trash can. Alright. So, it's just a day of relaxing. It's Monday. It's not a day to be working. And I got egg on my daggone shirt. Yeah, I have to change shirts. Oh well. Just try to find yourself some peace in the world today, please. If you got to use your own, if you go on YouTube, there's these Om videos. Just put in Om bowl, and there's a 1-hour video. It shows Buddha in a white background. And that music is so bass low. And that Om is so deep. And that bowl, when it bongs, man, it bongs like it can bong right through your whole body. But what it does is, that sound gives you a place for your peace to live for just a few moments, because honestly, peace that we have in this life is temporary, all of it, until we leave this mortal coil, which happens to all of us. There's no reason to rush it. You need to enjoy while you're here. Spread that enjoyment around some, please. But I'm not here to. I don't want to preach to you. This is Sunday, or this is Monday, and just have a great day. Thank you for being with me while I eat my breakfast. Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday the 29th, I guess it is. And for the rest of the day, what I'll probably do now is I'll probably lean this recliner back to listen to the rest of the Dr. Jimenez. There's still 20 minutes left on this video. A practical guide to transform your health by optimizing gut bacteria. There, let me turn this around so you can see. This is Dr. Jimenez, and he's a brilliant doctor. He's not in it to make money. He's in it to help you live a longer life. And the guy is saving lives. Fasting saves lives. And honestly, if you're overweight, that's a problem. But that's not caused by, a lot of that's not caused by you. A lot of that's caused by the absolutely awful food that, processed food that we expose ourselves to. And this idea of eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then second dinner, and then second lunch, and second breakfast. You can't just eat all day. We're not made like that. No being's actually made like that. In all the natural world, there is a cycle of feasting and then fasting. And that's what keeps our bodies alive. So, anyway, I just thought that I'd let you see what I was watching, and just wish you a happy Monday. And oh yeah, the chest cam. And just wish you a great, happy day. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today, but it's going to be relaxing, whatever it is. And I'm going to enjoy that the Lord gave me the opportunity to do this, because eventually here I'm about to go back to work and join that 8-hour grind, baby. But till then, peace out, folks. God bless you. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you next video. Peace.